Hi. So what do I have here? Let's see. Is what I'm thinking it is. Yes. Brand new, just arrived. There's also a sticker. Okay, this is an emulator for instead of a floppy disk like we had many years ago. This is a new version that enables USB instead of the floppy. So why do I need it? I will show you why do I need it. Because I have a scope that I've already replaced its battery to a new, but the floppy is the problem. So let's see again my very nice scope in use for many years. Wow, what a zoom. I will zoom out a little. So my plans to replace this drive and put instead a USB drive. By the way, it was written that it is not for this model, it was written TDS3012, but I guess that all the series are more or less the same, so I expect that it will work. By the way, it is with internal battery now. In the previous video I showed how I replaced it, and it is fully working for several hours. Very nice, and this worked perfectly. So now we will turn it off, remove the battery, and try to replace the drive. I've seen a video how to do it. There is a nice blog that someone did with full explanation. It looks very simple, and let's try it. So first let's remove the nice battery out because we don't need it while doing this replacement. And I don't have any things here in this extension part. I don't even know how to, it is not opening very well. So I guess only one screw. Only one screw, and this scope should go out. It is not very simple to do it, because what is catching is basically the handle. The handle is the thing that catching all the scope. Let's see that, yes, it is empty, of course, nothing inside, so I don't need to touch it. But I do need one torque for this one. Let's try to find the correct size. The first that you try is never the correct size, but the second is almost the correct size, let's say. Now I don't find a nice screwdriver, so I don't like to do it, but I would use this one. Okay, this is out. Okay, so now we will do the replacement. The trick, as I seen, is just to open the handle here. I try to show you how I try to do it. You have clips here. This should go out. Also the other side. Interesting if someone open it before I'm doing it. I'm not really sure. And now the trick, the problematic trick. Let's see if I have the tools. I hope I have the tools. There is a pin here. A pin here. I will try to show it. More light, and you need to pull it, and then everything go out. So I will just try gently out in front of the camera, because I will break something if I will not do it properly. Oh, this is not easy. Not easily. Yes, it looks like it will open. If it ain't broken, fix it until it is. Wow. Okay, I should take it out. But nothing broke yet. Everything look fantastic. Fantastically. Okay, so let's look. Okay, so this is the disc, how it is sketched. It is not sketched as I seen in the video, so I will just unplug the drive, or maybe I don't need to unplug. Let's think about it for a minute. It came with its own cable, but I guess that the cable is fully matched. But I have here a tape. Maybe I will try to use the same cable. This is a good idea. I did it like a shielding sticker. First, let's remove the cable. So there are two clips, and then it should go out. Okay, it is now out, as you can see. Okay. Okay, so the drive is out. This is the old one. I have nothing to do with it. And now the new one. Let's see if it will fit in. Yes, I think it should. About the cable, this is another question, because what they did with the old cable, they bended it, so I need, maybe if I want to use the old cable, to see how to remove all the bended part. Maybe something like this. I just want to use the cable that was in use. Now it will be problematic. If I will flip it like this, but then the cable doesn't fit anymore. Ha! So this is why it came with another cable. Now the USB will be in the correct position, up. Yes. And I don't need to cut anything. Also the logo is okay. But then, now I see why they gave me the cable. There is a place here in the plastic, so you need to catch the cable like this. No other way to do it properly. Now before closing everything final, we'll try to see how it goes. Okay, so eventually this was very hard to do, and I will explain in the example now. So let's take a file from here. So we will copy it. Let's paste it. This is the right side, is my discon key. Okay, so I copied a file name image something to this drive. Now let's see. Okay, so eventually this is the scope. Sorry about all the reflection. By the way, this is the drive that was inside before I replaced it, and you can't use the flat cable inside because the flat cables that come with the emulator is flipped, and you must use the flip cable. Now the scope is with the batteries that I've already replaced, and this is the emulator. It is very hard to open the scope because you need to take out the handle and go for YouTube video to see how to do it, because it is not simple. Now let's power on the scope. I have the discon key with the file that I copied from my computer, and I will show you now how to transfer the file to the emulator, because everything is not simple. Okay, So the scope is now with the batteries that I replaced, not working on electricity, but never mind about this. I don't understand why it doesn't syn. I will copy again the file to make sure that it is okay. Maybe also format the drive to make sure that it is in a FAT. So again, I'm copy an image file. Let's copy another format because I don't know if it go okay with this format. So I copied a file name nano_s. Now I put to the file utilities. We don't see our file. We then insert it up. Now you see it is red and it is off. Now the file is here, you don't see it. You need to go again to save recall. Aha, and now the file is here, you see, nano_spng. So the file transferred properly to the scope. Now let's do another thing to transfer what is more important, to transfer data from the scope to the disk. So I will connect a probe and use the square wave with the scope to copy it to the disk on key. So now let's do auto set. Okay, and we can see on the display the square wave. I will put 2 square wave, maybe we'll make it a little bigger like this. So now I want to copy this file to the disk on key, and of course to be able to use it on the computer. So what you need to do is this: you go to save recall, and now you want to save the file. So what you will do is save waveform channel 1, and you want to save it to file, but before pressing it you need to press the left button so it become red here. So now we'll go to file, and now you need to select the file, which is .csv. This is what I want to save. So we use the knob here to get the file, and now I select the file and I do save to selected file. Now I will press it. You see the clock on the left side. It takes a while. I don't know why it takes maybe a minute or two, but eventually it will save the file. So let's wait till the file will be saved. We still see the clock on the left side, meaning it is saving. It is saving it to the USB key because the red light is on. And when it will be done, need to do another thing. This also took me a while to understand why it is that way, but this is why they built it. This is the way they built it, I mean. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, now when it is done, it is not yet saved. You need to press again. It is like it is closing the file inside the disk on key. Now the files are in the disk on key. Let's transfer it to the computer and I will show you that it is okay. So I'm putting now the disk on key and we will search for the CSV file that we saved, and you can see it here. Now I will open it and we want to see that it captured the wave correctly, so we will do in Excel insert a kind of a graph, and you can see that this is, so you can see that we got exactly the same waveform that we saved on the scope, and now you can use it and work with it and do whatever you would like. Now eventually this emulator is working, it is working okay. Its software is not very, let's say, fully finished, but if you will find the workaround and how to work, so it is okay. So again, if you want to copy to the scope, you copy files and then you just plug it in and the red light will blink and then it will be off, and then the files are inside the emulator. You can remove it and the files are in the scope. If you want to copy to USB key, you need to put a USB key to press the left button till the red light is on, and now you can save the file to the disk on key, and after it is saved you need to press again the left button. It's very important, because if you don't do it, so you get a file with zero size and you can't use it. It took me a lot of time to understand it, but it is written. I asked for the seller to send me the full manual and it was written in the manual. So that's all, hope you enjoy. And this drive is also good for Scope TDS3012, which is not written in the spec. They didn't test it, but I can say that it is working okay. So that's all for now, hope you enjoyed. Thank you and bye.